This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check nickel.
This is Josh Jacobs, the Alabama man, with his first NFL carry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Check 50. Check 50. Check. Check. Slam.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 734. Hey, Alpha. Tackle. 45 the mic. Hey, let's get some pass.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He completes it to Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Safety's creeping. Switch it down. Get down. Switch it. Safe. Check 26. Check 26. Raider 1. 637. Hey, Delta.
And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Kill. 694. That's it. Hey, wahoo.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 51 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it. Right Monday, down. Check 3. Watch the safety creep. There we go.
On first down, Richard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Good shot.
Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. On 2nd and 7, Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
3 bud. Watch the ship.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. Carr now on first down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They'll run on first down. Richard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Five. 45.
Here's Carr to throw. Hauling it in, Nelson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
First and goal. 48-yard line.
Raider 1. Defense. Let's go, defense.
Here's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Go. Watch set. Check 52. Watch twins. Jack. Deuce right, Chief. Switch gears. Check.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Karl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Clock now to throw. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Come on, set. 30 base. Let's go, man. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check 20. 2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Karl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Ready, break. Shoot is the mark. Oh, you got D? Run. He's tight on you. Tight on the right. 3 down. Switch. Snap.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He'll dump this one off to Lindsay. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to get put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
X3, 218, chopper.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 4, check 4. Back, back, back. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
45. Kill. Hey, Echo. 45. Mike, 45.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That right there is what Jalen Richard can bring to this offense. I mean, last year, yes, he had 55 carries, but they used him more as a receiver. He had 68 catches in 2018, which was tied for the team lead. Really adds a nice element to the backfield for Derek Carr and company. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down now, Richard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Big stop, let's go. Wide, get wide. Kill. White Monday, 6-18. White Monday down.
From the gun, it's Carr. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Right here, right here. Get it.
Now the Notre Dame man. This is Theo Riddick. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got you.
Lock now on 1st down. This is the tight end, Fant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. 2nd tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the 2nd Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkinson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions, but Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine, and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. 50. Army. Snap.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Max Crosby in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On 1st down, Locke. This one complete to Theo Riddick. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Here's Riddick. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Open space inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. They come out here in the eye. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is Freeman. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And McManus able to put it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Carr now on first down. They'll find his running back here, Richard.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. J.J. Nelson, 48 yards. as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch the twist.
On third down, here's Lindsey. But he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be...
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big first down on the fake punt. What a call. 16 yards. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands. He's able to pick up the first down.
They look to throw. It's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
At their 48-yard line.
Got it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Go.
They'll run here with Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 12-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Let's go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on second down. Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Theo Riddick there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Carr now to throw. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Another run by Lindsey. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, this from 37. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, a little little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care.